Hi, guys, and welcome to this wonderful week, the solar transit in gate 52, the gate of stillness, keeping still. It's known as the mountain, it's the gate of inaction. But before you say, oh my God, what sort of gate is this? What sort of energy we're dealing with? Let me just put you at ease by saying this is a wonderful energy. I'm actually really, really enjoying this transit, and we're here to tell you how to leverage this stillness and make it your power, because really truly it is. In the last 10 years, and I talk about it so often like a broken record, but in the last 10 years I practiced the approach of slowing down to accelerate. Slow down to accelerate every day. 11:11 alarm on my phone rings, because there is a power in being still. There is a power of not getting sucked into the drama. Just because we have this gate of inaction, gate of stillness, the stillness is the highest impression. It's this calm, stoic power of focusing, and introspection, connecting to your intuition, connecting to your emotions. And of course, there's also in the shadow of it, it could be like intentional withdrawal of of yourself, of your emotions. It could be really manipulative energy as well. So watch how this works right now for you. But also, if you see that there could be stress is also a shadow expression of this energy. There could be a lot of stress afoot. So the more calm you can be throughout the stress, the more you will enjoy the power that it gives you. I was just sharing with Anita before we started recording a specific situation that just happened to me yesterday, where for 10 years it was the most stressful day of the summer. And yet with this energy, knowing it and slowing down, being calm, not allowing myself to even closely go into the drama, I was able to focus and sort out everything, and it then became just a great day. Actually, there was nothing stressful about it. So this is what we're kind of dealing with this, and I think that the power to pause is something that we sometimes don't appreciate, even, I would say, because the world is telling us that we need to be, go, 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 and constantly doing something. We beat ourselves up at the end of the day saying, oh, I didn't do anything today. What sort of day was it? But I don't agree, and I don't subscribe to this anymore. I think that it's important for us to slow down. There's a lot to be said about being really demotivated and waiting or wanting action, but you can take inspired action out of the place of stillness. And I think that this week is exactly what this energy teaches us to do. And plus, if you have a gate 9 in your sacral, in your chart, then you have the you have the channel of concentration activated, 52-9, which is really, really cool. I love this channel of concentration. Actually, if you have the channel of concentration in your chart, you can walk into the room with everybody, where everybody's all over the place, right? And in your presence, they will get their acts together. And this is so cool. This is such a great energy. And it's great for us as well. We have also the Earth in gate 58, which is grounding us. And it's a gate of joyful vibrancy. It's all about self-expression. So it is now the time to feel like you've mastered something. I'm doing it, actually. Right now I'm walking my talk, because I've mastered slowing down to accelerate. I was not always like this. I was so caught up in drama. I was so fixated on people and the problems and how I was being done wrongly. This is very projector bitterness, actually. It's not fair. And then you go into this broken record mode, how it's not fair. And then, it's like a downward spiral fall. And there is no end to the fall, right? That's the feeling. But I feel like I've mastered it, and now I'm here to share this. This is this grounding energy of gate 58. Share, empower others with what you've mastered. Anita, how is this transit affecting you? How are you feeling?
I love that. I love how you described that. I think it's super. Really, the low end of this energy is the stress. So think about this. With stress, you're going to focus on different details when you're stressed. than the details that you need to make something happen. And this is what's really important, right? I play a lot of golf. So I'll go on the golf course and I could stand up over a putt going, oh my God, I need to get this putt. If I don't get this putt, you know, all the consequences. Or I can stand up saying, what needs to happen for me to get this ball in the hole?
That's it.
One is completely different to the other. In business or, you know, whatever, you know, oh my God, I need these clients, instead of what needs to happen for me to magnetize those clients. One energy creates prosperity, the other energy creates scarcity. And oh my God, I'm doing all these things from fear of not doing them rather than because they're actually pertaining to the issue. So with this energy, it's kind of like perspective. Be able to step back so that you can see your big plan and what you need to focus on next to get something done. Because the other side of this gate is of this channel is the gate 9. And it kind of, you need to see the big picture, because otherwise you're going to feel pressure to figure out where to focus and feel overwhelmed, and you miss those important details. If I'm focused on the details that are stress driven, they're not the same details that will get my result. And another great example I have is selling a house one time. We needed to sell the house. We were paying too much on it. And I was there, okay, I need to sell this house. And my partner was going, okay, and starting to get, well, we could rent it, we could, you know, lease it, we could do all these different things. And I was there, no, we really need to stay focused on this house selling. And regardless of the pandemonium of other possibilities, I was there. I didn't even engage in the panic. I just said, okay, we need to sell that house. And the house was sold in jig time, no bother. And it's just, as you say, Juliette, when you step back and focus on what really needs to be done, this is huge in work and in business. This energy, this stress is a collective energy. It's an energy that's almost a global consciousness, this stress. So when you stay still and get calm and present, you're actually seeing what needs to happen, actually,
That is so
rather than
true.
this pandemonium. And as a 5-1 projector, I think we see a different perspective, the way we kind of can see out, but no one can see in. And our biggest issue is that we want people to see in, but they can't, right? So that can be our conundrum. But this energy is, well, what detail do you need to focus on to get your result? Because otherwise you kind of lose the perspective where you think you need to do something from stress and you justify it and you rationalize it and you kind of convince yourself this needs to be done, and then you're not getting the result you want and you're wondering why.
It's
So
so interesting. May I add to this?
sure.
Because sometimes, you know, and I know I've had this conversation even with some clients, you know, on our private client calls, when people share that they're very confused what detail they need to focus on. So it's sometimes if I say, well, don't focus on the detail that comes from stress, and they still don't understand this. And I think that for me, especially, I'm thinking now the gate 52, it's about introspection. It is about focusing within and connecting within with your intuition. So this is where your focus needs to be on you. It's not about, you attract clients by, in a way, shining your light. I know we used and abused this expression, shining your light, but really truly, if you imagine this, that's what's happening. So if you're imagining yourself as a light bulb, but you're focusing on them, I need to get clients, you know, I'm so stressed, I'm not getting enough results, you're actually not directing the current of that magic to have that bulb, that light on. It goes somewhere else and you're still off, and that's why you're not attracting clients. You have to step away from the everyday, from this, you know, practical way of looking at things, or even traditional way of looking at things. Step aside and see what's happening energetically. When you are so focused on what's happening outside your control, how can you draw that power to shine? No, you can't. And you know what, this is what's happening to us a lot. And I think this year is the energy of demotivation. I already mentioned it because we were talking just before the call. Anita asked me about if I was feeling motivated this year as much as, before, and honestly, full transparency, no. I actually was looking forward to this year. I thought, it's the eighth universal year in numerology. Eight is my personal number as well. I was thinking, this is something like this going to be action, like really mobilize myself in my business. My business is fine, but that's because I'm embracing stillness, right? But I expected this year to be so much more, I don't know, driven and motivated to do things. And no, this is not what's happening to me. Anita, what's your experience with this?
Absolutely. Well, my experience of this is exactly the same. I've been going through my own natural cycles, but the energies of the universe are saying exactly as you're describing. Listen, the way for more success is by focused action, not crazy action. And the moon has been almost reversed for the last 12 months or more, where we've had the full moon before the new moon. Usually that means it's a kind of a time of release and a time of release of all those details. And this month we've two full moons in Capricorn. They're changing. Capricorn is the 10th house in the zodiac, the house of business, the house of systems that support me as I manifest and create in my life moving forward. So the two full moons are going to reverse it back again. So if you have been feeling unmotivated or feeling, oh my God, what's the point or whatever, it would be natural because as women, the moon is our natural motivator. It's also our intuitive power. So when it's reversing this month, two full moons in Capricorn means look at your business details, look at the systems that you're using. Are they serving you? Or are you making up stories to say, I need to keep doing this because, rather than, look, the universal law of cause and effect, the result doesn't lie. So
Exactly.
the result is if I'm doing this, I'm getting this result. Stop making it wrong, stop criticizing it, stop making yourself wrong, and really truly use these energies to assess the details that you're applying to keep your business going, or to, and as Juliette said, if you're focused out there, you don't have the energy to shine. So all these energies are coming together to teach us, sit back, take a look at the big picture. Don't be afraid of it. Sometimes with details, while we're to focus, the head wants to take action. The ajna wants to be certain. The open will center doesn't really want to see the truths, or the open solar plexus doesn't really want to see the truth. So it kind of avoids, I am getting this result and I'm refusing to look at it because, this is what I want to keep doing. This is what I've been told. So we're kind of wired we have our own way of focusing on these details. And even though I don't have this energy, I do have a defined route. And with all the energies together combined, it's saying, look at something without the judgment. Don't accept the lemons if you don't want lemonade. Stop trying to settle, make do, or compromise because you've learned you need to compromise. Start looking at it and going, oh, hang on, I'm allergic to lemons. Why? Why would I accept lemons? Because in manifesting, these details that we're focusing on are actually what we're allowing into our lives. So people say, I can give and give and give, I can't receive. But I'm there, if you're focusing on the wrong details, you're actually saying no to what you need.
That is so true. And again, the topic of the gate 52 and the stress, that is the lowest expression of this energy. There's a lot of stress, and you can focus, you can bring more stress by focusing on stress, or you can step away. This is what stillness is. This is what you just step away, excluding. I mentioned before, like withdrawing emotion. Well, you can withdraw emotion from the stress, and that's where the power is, because the bigger picture is, for me, maybe it sounds a bit weird, but for me, I always think, okay, you're on your own in this world. You're born on your own, you'll die on your own. You're on your own in this world. So right now, we're not talking about any kind of love that we have for others. That's a separate conversation. It's all there. But right now, you're on your own. So what is within you? Within your what details do you have within you that you can focus on expressing? This is the grounding energy of gate 58, expressing and sharing with others. that you have mastered. That's how. That's the detail that will turn you on, because you're going to get inspired. You're going to feel on purpose. Instead of focusing on how I'm going to get clients, focusing on them, especially if you have a second line in your profile, yeah, 2 4s, 5 6 2s, anyone with the second line, the hermit line, you it's none of your business how you're going to be noticed. You just
Mm,
need to make yourself available. This is like a big shift, because you're too hooked up on how they're going to find me. Why would I do this? Why would I create content if nobody sees it? But hang on a second, what detail are you focusing on in this statement? You're focusing on them seeing you, right?
mm,
And I think we all should take a leaf out of this book, so if you have the second line in your profile, tune in. If you don't, also tune in, because it's important to understand that you can only be magnetic when you're really into it. That's what
mm,
makes it magnetic. That's why sometimes, we compare, say, line 2 to a dancer. If you've seen a person dancing, do they look at the audience in their eyes? I'm not talking about that specific, sometime interactive dancing. I'm talking about like ballet dancers. No, maximum they will be focused on their partner, right? It's all about their own concentration within, and that makes them so beautiful to look at. Singers who sing the same, it's so beautiful to look at someone going within and expressing themselves. And it's the same in business.
mm,
Whatever you do, it's when you focus on the love of what you do, or what are you expressing through this business? Why are you in this business in the first place? Because if you're just there to make money, if it's a transactional thing and you actually don't care about what you do, then you shouldn't be doing it. That's actually adding bad energy to the world, I believe. And I worked with small business owners like that, who have the businesses just to make money. They don't even care about what they do or the bigger impact. And within everything we do, there could be that angle where, how are you empowering people? Even if you have a corner shop, how are you empowering people? Ask yourself today, and I think that this is how we're going to wrap up today. Ask yourself today and this week, what can you focus on now that can make you feel on purpose in what you do, by empowering others in your world to take that inspired action, to focus on a good detail, to express themselves in the best possible way. Thank you so much, guys. And we will see you on the next transit after the 30th of June. Bye.